Light Shining Out of Darkness by William Cowper. William Cowper was born on 26th November 1731 and died on 25th April 1800. He was an English poet and hymnodist. A hymnodist is a person who composes hymns. One of the most popular poets of his time, Cowper changed the direction of 18th century nature poetry by writing of everyday life and scenes of the English countryside. He was one of the forerunners of the Romantic poetry. Coleridge called him the best modern poet, whilst William Wordsworth particularly admired his poem Yardley Oak. Now let us have a look at William Cowper's works. He was a renowned 18th century poet and translator of Homer. His most famous works include his 5,000-line poem, The Task, and some charming and light-hearted verses, not least the diverting history of John Gilpin. Phrases he coined, such as "variety is the spice of life," are still popular in everyday use. While living in Olney, he collaborated on the Olney hymns with his friend John Newton. Now let's read the poem Light Shining Out of Darkness. God moves in a mysterious way, his wonders to perform. He plants his footsteps in the sea and rides upon the storm. Deep in unfathomable minds of never ending, of never failing skill, he treasures up his bright designs and works his sovereign will. Ye fearful saints, fresh courage take. The clouds, ye so much dread, are big with mercy and shall break in blessings on your head. Judge not the Lord by feeble sense, but trust him for his grace. Behind a frowning providence he hides a smiling face. His purposes will ripen fast, unfolding every hour. The bud may have a bitter taste, but sweet will be the flower. Blind, unbelief is sure to err and scan his work in vain. God is his own interpreter, and he will make it plain. God moves in a mysterious way is not just a popular saying, it's also the first line paraphrased of William Cowper's 1773 poem Light Shining Out of Darkness. Cowper wrote the verse as part of a collaboration with his friend John Newton to produce a set of worship hymns for Newton's rural parish in Olney, England. Although Cowper succumbed to debilitating depression after writing the poem, Newton eventually published it in a collection titled Olney Hymns 1779. Cowper's recurrent anguishing struggles with the depression inform his expression of faith in light shining out of darkness. Now let us summarize the poem. The speaker says that God carries out his plans in a mysterious way. Even though you may not understand what he does, He fashions and executes his designs for humanity with the never failing skill. Be not afraid of the celestial clouds. The speaker says, they reign with divine mercy. The speaker tells the reader to trust God, for behind a frowning providence he hides a smiling face. God works fast, and if the bud of his work tastes bitter, the flower will surely be sweet. Those who lack faith in him, those who attempt to fathom his mind, are certain to err. The speaker observes, only God alone can interpret his ways, and he will make them plain. We see that the theme of the poem is the mysterious way that the benevolent Almighty works on behalf of humanity.